We're going to go ahead and get into one more read. I'm tired, y'all. I'm not tired, but I'm exhausted here. And I just feel like my spirit can't rest until I get this particular read out. Um, I'm going to go ahead and clear the energy here, collective, and then we're going to do a short read before we end it for the night. So, okay. So, collective, what's in your energy right now? Also, this is a general read, and leave the rest. Thank y'all for all the likes, the shares, the subscriptions, for the constructive criticism, for the comments, for the donations. I love that. I ask that y'all continue to come back. I love that for those that come back, that I must have said something that you liked, something that brought awareness, truth, or clarity, or confirmation to you in your life, wherever you are on your path. So I ask you that you can continue to do so that we can continue to grow the channel and get the messages across to as many people as possible. Not for fame and fortune nor clout, but um, to open up more of the lines of spiritual communication here. Okay. Okay, collective. So, what is in your energy right now is you have somebody that's spying on you, investigating you. This may not be an actual investigator. This could just be one person. It could be multiple people here, but they are like spying on you, your social media. This could be actually in your private life at home here where you work, your daily routines here, your habits, your movements, your everything. I feel like that somebody is looking heavily into you. Somebody is watching and like trying to calculate your every move. The thing that I feel like is that I should point out is you are very unpredictable. That is what this person or these people are finding out. You are very unpredictable. The moment that somebody feels like that they have you down packed, they know who you are, they know what you're about, they know what you like, they know what you do, they know what makes you tick, what makes you work. It feels like you jump timelines, you shift timelines, you quantum shift or quantum leap on these people, and you start doing something completely different, and it's very unexpected. Like these people have never, or this person has never seen anyone like you or operate in the way that you do. I feel like that this is just further proving that you are a part of the organic flow. That means that you're really good at improvising and you're really good at adaptability here. So even if these people or this person tries to set certain, I'm not going to say traps. It seems like even when they get to a point where they feel like that they have you down packed, they know what you like, they know what you're about here, or this person, like you shift into a completely different subject, background, paradigm. You start doing a different routine, where you may have been a type of person that do stuff during the day. You may redirect your energy and gear it more towards doing things at night, getting things accomplished at night. So this is very frustrating to people, but also, or to a person, but also they're finding that you are more, it's like you are very original here, okay? Very original with that nature communication. It's like these people feel like that you are really one of the original, I don't know, divine beings, or that you are really one of the originals. You're a genuine artifact here. There's no one like you. It's because now, mind you, when people study you and stuff, they try to put you in a box. That's what I feel like that this person or these people did. They tried to put you in a box here. They tried to say, you look like this, you act like this, so you must do X. You fit the description of ABC. So you must do XYZ. And when you don't do XYZ, instead you do PQRS and shit like that, these people get real like, wait, I didn't expect that. Like, how collective do that? They didn't move in the manner, or they didn't move in the routine that we thought that they would. A person like this, or a person like we thought that they would move, right? And I feel like that it's got these people or this person going through a loop. I don't know why this person is spying on you, your daily routine, why they want to know so much about you, why they want to get you down packed, but we're about to find out here. This person could be coming off as really, really, really crazy here. This could be like an obsessed fan here. You could have gained an obsessed fan. You could have met somebody in crossing and in public and any setting here, and I feel like that you have gained a stalker or stalkers. Take it as it resonates here. And even if these are people like family, friends, old lovers, exes, stuff like that, people that you spent a long time around here, even these people don't know you or what it is that you will do. So this could also be an energy of where people knew like your karmic patterns, what you would do, your karmic self would do, how you move, where you would go, who you interacted with, how you interacted here, the type of stuff that you liked here. But once you heal out of that karmic lifestyle and pattern here, and you go into a more healed path, it's like these people are still trying to apply your karmic pattern or your karmic self to your healed self, and those are two completely different things, two completely different frequencies and paradigms here. Okay, and now they're trying to follow the white rabbit here. It says curiosity meets opportunity here. They also, these people are seeing you accomplish things, but you're accomplishing things in a very unorthodox way, in a very unorganized way. What may seem like disorganization to this person or to these people is organization to you. And you could be the type of person very adaptable, like highly adaptable here, highly flexible. You could be a very mutable not sound. You could be a mutable sign here, a zodiac sign. It's like there's no method to your madness, but that's the method. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense to anybody's like, I don't stick to one particular routine for too long. It becomes exhausting, it becomes tedious, and it becomes boring. And I know me, I'll fall back from that entirely, right? So what I do is I like to switch up my routine a lot, a lot, a lot. I may even tackle a specific environment or a specific idea or dream or goal from different aspects here. I may come at it this way, and I may try going at it this way from this particular angle or path for quite some time or for an extended period of time. But once I realize that it is time for me to change or adapt here, I do so. I may jump into something else that will still lead me towards that same goal and stuff. And although it seems very like I said, unorthodox, very disorganized to most people, there's a method to my madness. And the method is not having a specific routine or sticking to one specific pattern here. It's about being able to jump between patterns. This is what you call quantum shifting and leaping. Being able to tackle multiple goals at multiple times from multiple aspects and angles here. It still doesn't change. It still doesn't change the outcome of what it is you're trying to get. It just allows you to pick up other characteristics, traits, skills, connections along the way. So when you finally get there, when you finally get to what it is, this goal or this thing that you're trying to accomplish, it ends up being a lot bigger and better and more profound than what you generally expected yourself, but also what other people did or didn't expect. I feel like people didn't feel like that you were going to get to a certain level or hit a certain goal or reach a certain dream or accomplish something. And I feel like that you not only accomplished that, but you accomplished it in a minimum amount of time, but also in a way that they've never seen before. Because if you, let's just say it like this, you want to become a doctor, right? For most of us, right? So most people, their general path would be graduate high school, you go to college, and you take all these years at university, and then you got to get your associates, then your bachelor's, you get certified in this, and that, and then you go back for your doctors, and you go back for your masters, and then you eventually, by the time you're in your late 30s, early 40s, you're finally this big ass doctor that you wanted to be. But however, and this is just an example, you may be the type that you went and tackle you could get your LPN license, your RN license very quickly here in 18 months or less, right? And this is not to say anybody that went to school longer, there's nothing to say against you. But what I'm saying is you can't accomplish those certain things, right? And you will find, a lot of people will find that although you probably had the dream of the outcome of becoming a doctor here, you got to LP and RN and you found that it paid very, very, very well. You actually made a lot of connections. You learned a lot of shit working alongside a doctor, and you actually did a lot of the pre-prepping work for anything for the doctors, right? So in fact, You are training, you are gaining the skills of becoming a doctor by being hands-on, just by being in a lesser degree or a lesser field. Do that make sense? So I feel like, and it's like, you know, out of nowhere, an opportunity can present itself for you, collective, where it allows for you to fast track from being an LPN or an RN, and you could jump straight into being a practitioner. You get what I'm saying? And although you're not a full-blown doctor, so to speak, here, being a practitioner here, which is nurse practitioner, NP, whatever. But you know, being a practitioner, that's just as good as being a doctor here, especially if you find a really, really good medical network that you can work through, and it gives you, if not the same benefits of being a doctor, it gives you access to almost the same type of benefits as if you were a doctor here. And that's an example. So I feel like that you made it to somewhere in like record time. You made it to a destination, a goal, an accomplishment in record time here, and you did it in such a unorthodox way, in such a way that people didn't think that you would ever make it there here. And now you got people curious, so you can have a person or people looking deep into your life. They want to know, again, your methods, what it is that makes you tick, what it is that drives you, the force that drives behind you. How do you bounce between this and that, and how are you able to juggle all these different things but still make it to your desired outcome in the minimum amount of time here? Okay, so follow the white rabbit here. So people are trying to study you, and like I said, it's like the moment they put you in a box, and the moment that they thought they had you down pat, here you go, and you quantum leap into a different timeline, into a different area. And this is an area that they, you know, it'll be like, well, I don't even see how that particular path would help collective get to the goal that the desired goal that they set for themselves. I don't see how that has anything to do with that. And then they kind of like look off from you, and they go about their business, and they start paying attention to other shit. And by the time they turn back within a blink of an eye, you've made it to that accomplishment. And they like, wait a minute, collective went from here to this path, and that path seemed like it didn't have shit to do with where collective was going. It didn't have anything to do with helping collective get it. It don't even seem to even mesh or connect. But collective jumped on this path. We seen them, we turned our head, we looked back, and now collective took this very, very untraditional path and got to their destination in a split amount of time. Like, what the fuck happened? We thought we knew collective, we thought that we had them down packed. All the golden afternoon. It says inspiration, creative speech, imagination, and conception here. Okay? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, ancestors of the highest form of white light, of the highest form of light, of the highest vibrations, please give me, the right way. See, and I'm going to say this. I don't follow specific guidelines nor directions or paths or precursors, right? I don't do that, okay? I jump and bounce from thing to thing. And I be searching and researching subjects and looking up into things and dibbling and dabbling in all different kinds of areas of subjects of studies and all kinds of literature and stuff like that. And to some people, it may seem like the wrong way, like that's not going to get me to where I want to go. But how do people know that where it is that I want to go won't change? How can people determine that wherever it is or whatever path I choose to take, how do they know that along that path I may find a alternative path, right? That will lead me to somewhere even bigger and better, right? And there is no exact right or wrong way. When it is your dream, your goal, your vision, your accomplishment, collective, there is no right or wrong way. Whatever way you choose to go, so long as you choose to go on the path and continue towards that accomplishment or destination, that is the right way. Okay? Nobody can tell you that the way you dreams is the wrong way. Okay? Give me more. Ancestors of my highest good, both high vibrational, light and dark only. Other energies you must leave. The doors and portals are now closed to you. I do not allow any interferences or any interruptions here. Yep, becoming braver. You have to become brave to take or have the courage to take the path of what is the right way and what is the wrong way. Okay. And this is also, this giving me like, if you're following like a family tradition or something like that, and the people before you, they had to go through this and this and this and that, and you like, shit, y'all went through a lot. Don't you know you can get there faster? Like, especially with the modernization of technology and all the information at your fingertips and stuff like this, and all the tools and everything that's always being invented on a daily basis. You know, like you would be like the more, you would have more, the more fresher perspective here. And it's like, well, I can access this information. Y'all didn't have this available to y'all during the time that y'all were going along this family business, family path here, traditional path. So I have this to me. Y'all weren't afforded that, right? But I'm going to use all this stuff and I'm going to get there in half the time it took y'all, right? And they like, nah, they can't do that. That's not going to work like that. That's because you, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do anything, right? Because these people are uncertain. Told you. Yep. And managed to be glad here. Messages for a rabbit again. And nature communication. I feel like whatever this is, like if you're the first business owner, entrepreneur, big business, first millionaire, it's like people didn't see you being able to get there because they didn't get there. Also, with you being, you may be born in the 90s or 2000s or something like that. You are afforded much more, a lot more opportunities. Let's say more than our grandmother or grandfathers were. They were born in the day and age where they didn't have technology and access to technology, access to a lot of information, access to a lot of textbooks because of racism and colorism and shit like that. So with you being in like a more modern day type of generation here, you have technology, you have AI, you have things, you know, you have your automated assistants, you have automated telephone, you know, stuff like that. Like you have access to all these things, right? And it's because those people don't know that you can use those things or know how to use those things. They'll look at it like, nah, you're not going to be able to use that. That's because they know nothing about it here. It makes them uncertain to know whether or not they could even use those things to even further themselves, even if they got to where it is that they wish to go. These people, they stopped at a certain point. You may be the type of person that's like, okay, well, now I done made it to the point that y'all, my ancestors, my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt, my uncles, whoever, I made it to the point, the destination y'all made it to, but now I want to go further. And they're like, nah, you can't go further because it took us a long time to get there. And you like, nah, but that's because y'all didn't have AI. Y'all didn't have technology, that y'all didn't have social media platforms, ways to get your messages out, ways to network and communicate. Y'all didn't have that type of stuff. I have these type of things, right? So they don't see that. But the right way is you becoming braver to even go on this path to access, to get further along than what they ever got, right? And a lot of the times you're going to get a lot of backlash because people aren't going to believe in you with the uncertainty here because they never were afforded the opportunities, the things that you have in order to go past a certain point. Okay. Yeah. Covering up errors, painting the roses red. So also with that painting the roses red, if these were ever people that spoke ill of you or spoke very negatively of you, they tried to, nah, you ain't gonna get there, nah, you can't do this, nah, they put a lot of doubt into your head. They're trying to cover up the fact that they did that they didn't believe in you, that they didn't say, go for the gold, son. You know what I mean? That, like, reach for the stars. Like, they are trying to cover up the errors that they never encouraged you to take that leap of faith here. And now that they see that you're doing it here, they're trying to cover up the fact that they projected a lot onto you because of their lack of knowledge or information or courage to take those leaps of faith. And there it is again. Okay. Painting the roses red. Nonsense. It's time to make sense here. Right? Yep. And keep your temper, because these people could be real mad. They can't cover up the fact that They try to instill doubt in you. And it don't even have to be them saying that you can't do something. It could be something as much as like people not saying you can do it, or people not like they hear you saying something and they be like, yeah, you can actually do that. I believe in you. You got it in you. It's like them not saying that is enough error for you, right? That's enough to deter any person when they don't have like cheerleaders, people rooting them on, people patting their back, people clapping for them and stuff like that. And now that you've actually made it, they want to cover up the fact that they weren't the support system or team that you needed them to be. And so they're looking into your methods. It's like they want to follow your methods here, but every time that they think that they have it down packed, however it is that you got to where you got to so quick, so fast, within a blink of an eye, every time that they think that they have it down packed and they could even be taking notes here, it seems like you quantum leap into a different path, a different subject that they know not of. And it confuses them because it's like, damn, well, it took us all this time to learn this path and what they were doing, their routine on this, the subjects and the resources and everything. Now this person, now collective is over here doing this and we don't know anything about that. So you mean to tell me we got to spend just as much time looking into this type of stuff because they want to follow your path? But these also the type of people I feel like they don't want you to know that they're following your path. They're following your footsteps here. These are also people that's trying to prove that, oh, they can do it too. They can do it too type of stuff. But they don't want you to know that they are inspired by you, okay? They don't want you to know that they're following in your footsteps. Again, you could be younger and these people could be older than you, okay? And so it's kind of embarrassing with this changed in the night. That's what I'm saying. You're quantum leaping, okay? Changing the night says you have changed quickly. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. And a moment's regret here. And they regret this. They regret it. They regret when they had an opportunity to be closer, near to you, and you had the information, you had the know-how, you had the resources, you had the connections, you knew how to network, and they were right there in your vicinity, right there around you all this time. They regret that they never took the opportunity to encourage you and actually, lean over your shoulder and say, I'm curious. Teach me more. Teach me a little bit about this. Tell me about this, son, because I feel like you could be a masculine I'm talking to. You don't have to be. You could just be in your masculine energy, whether you're feminine or masculine here. Like teach me this, teach me that. Again, because they didn't want you to show them up because you're younger than them and you made it quicker, faster. Like it's like there is no in family constructs in any type of community of any kind. There's no real winners or losers besides the people that don't encourage people to lead and always want people to be followers, but then they want you to be followers, follow them to a certain point, but never extend yourself past that point here. Whether this is a family construct, a community, a job, whatever this may be. Okay? Nature communication here, okay? Nature communication says flower energies, fairy energies, and element messengers here, okay? So people feel like that you're getting, you really are of the organic and divine flow, and you're getting divinely guided on whatever path to jump. And they want to know, they want to study this. And it's also like, I'm getting like this energy where like, say if you're walking through a forest, right? Very dense ass forest, right? And the ground is covered with snow. So you walking through the snow, mind you, your footprints are in the snow. Anybody coming from behind you could follow those footprints, right? To take the path that you take. You went through this dense ass forest. You don't know which direction you're going. You just want to get to the other side of the forest or get to a clearing. And you take this path and you don't know where you're going, but you're being divinely guided. You're listening to your divine energies, ancestors, and spirit guides. And they are guiding you and you don't know, but you're walking by faith and not by sight. You're belief. Mind you, it's getting dark, right? And so eventually you make it out of this dense forest here. And it's like the people behind you, they didn't follow behind you because it's like, we gonna get collective a certain amount of time before they turn around or before they get lost. I'll say after a couple hours, we go behind them. We go behind them and because nobody really ever made it through this forest. Nobody could ever make it through this. And this, night light and all this snow and this dense ass forest with no map, no sense of direction, no compass here. I give them a certain amount of time before they come back crying. I give them a certain amount of time before we should go back. We should go after them, and we gonna find them somewhere huddled against a tree, shaking and shivering and crying and waiting for us to rescue them here. And I feel like that one, it's two scenarios, right? These people followed your footprints, and they could have followed your footprints and seen that you made it out through this forest and actually out to somewhere safe, to a clearing, to an opening, even to somewhere where you can start a big fire, pitch a tent, every fucking thing, right? And they could have followed your footsteps, and they get to the edge of the fucking forest, to the clearing, and they see, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, this motherfucker was supposed to be back. Like, we were supposed to find them and rescue them and say, see, we told you couldn't go that far now, right? Some shit like that. And also I'm getting another energy, right? So if they made it to the clearing here, it's like, once they see you with this fire, you done pitched the tent, you done cook food, everything, you chilling, right? It's like, okay, we finna go. And how did they make it out like that with none of the resources and stuff? That we never had any of these resources. Let's just say that the resources are them not being tuned in and tapped into their ancestors and spirit guides, not using their intuition, not using their divine compass and guidance, right? But and so it's to them, this resource that you use, it's like, how did collective get to this? How did they get to this point? And they doing way better than what we expected them to be. So let's go retrace their steps. But once they turn around and go into the forest to retrace your steps, to go back to the beginning, to retrace your steps and see what it is, if they can find any clues along the way, your divine protectors and guiders, they have swept away all of your fucking footprints. So they find themselves trying to retrace your steps, not wanting you to know that they didn't believe in you. They didn't follow you because they didn't believe in you. They didn't encourage you, right? But they go to retrace your steps here so they can even take credit for the shit, or they can say, oh, this is how they did it. They use this and they use that. By the time they turn around and go follow your footprints back into the dense forest, they get to a certain point and they get stopped in their tracks because the footprints are fucking gone. That leads them back to the beginning. Make sense? With follow the white rabbit here. Okay. Yep. Messages for a rabbit. Service to the animal world here. Somebody feel like you're a goat, you're a beast at what it is that you do. Somebody also feels like you're unnormal here. Your methods are unnormal here. Okay. The bravery, the type of brave path that you took, the courage that you had to take a specific path that nobody has ever taken, not knowing where it was going to go. They feel like there's something animalistic or beastly about you. They feel like that you have animal instincts almost, so to speak. Somebody could think that you're unhuman as well. That's for somebody. Yep. We'll follow the rabbit. It's there again. They are definitely trying to retrace and recreate your methods here. And then like put their name and stamp on it like, oh, I made this. I came up with this. Because I also feel like, again, and one of the other downloads I was talking about, it's really not about the destination. It's about the path along the way, who we encounter, what we experience, what we absorb, what we perceive, you know, the new people we meet along the way, the stories we hear, the souvenirs we pick up. Is not really about the destination. It's about everything along the path towards a destination, right? And I feel like that once you got to, and we're still using this particular example, once you got to this clearing, you were very much so proud of yourself, right? That you took divine guidance and use your intuition. You were very proud of yourself for this, being the first one to do it, right? And you chilling right here, and you chilling so much so you don't need to be boastful about it. You don't write about it. You don't shout it to the rooftops type of shit. You don't say, oh yeah, I did this, and you don't beat your chest and stuff like that. And so these people also feel like that because you haven't taken credit for being the first of the first to do something or make it to a certain place that nobody has ever imagined themselves making it to. They feel like that if they retrace your steps without you knowing, they can go and put a stamp on it. They can write it down. They can put a stamp on it and name it as their own, claim it as their own, and say that they did it, since you're not owning up as the claimant of a particular method or a particular way. Okay. A moment's regret. But they are in regret right now. They're in regret right now. Well, sugar, honey, iced tea. It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Okay? Let me get one more. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. You have to be brave enough to know that your way was the right way. And how you, whether or not you knew it was the wrong way or right way, I feel like this is something new to you, your family, your community, your career, your work, whatever this is. Even if you're on the spiritual path, even if you're doing something nobody has ever done before, you had to know that there's no particular, because you are the predecessor, you are the precursor, you are the I'm hearing progenitor, okay? Of a particular way. You had to know, you had to be for certain, without a shadow of a doubt, that this was the right way. Because if nobody has ever done it before, how do they have something to compare it to? What you do?
I'm trying to see what Netflix is on. What's Netflix on this TV? Just like the other one.
Well, disconnect that one and connect it to there, because it's probably too many TVs and devices logged into it. So if you're the first person to do a particular thing, there's really no wrong way, because what do you have it to compare it to? What path do you have it to compare it to? What past notes, what previous experiences of others do you have it to compare it to? None. So there's really no way to say if something is the right way or wrong way if you're the first to do something. Even when it comes to geniuses and stuff like that, inventors, right? They are the first to ever invent something, whoever it may be, right? They are the first to invent something that no one has ever done before. And for people to come up to that person and say, yeah, that's the first time we ever seen something like this, but this is the wrong way to do it. How would you know? That's another thing that I'm getting. And now they feel like all must have prizes, trying to please everyone. Okay? They feel like all must have prizes. Everybody should be able to partake in this victory, in this newfound path or way of whatever this is, way of you accomplishing something. Like everybody should be able to partake in it, party in it, celebrate with it. And that's just crazy to me. But you take it as it resonates, collective. Take it as it resonates here. And also, if we're talking about the divine path here, it's like you reaching new heights and stuff that your family has never. Like if you're the golden child, the black sheep, the chosen one in your family, the generational curse breaker, you're going to be the first of you. Okay. So for someone to come and tell you that what you're doing is unnormal, that something wrong with you, you're crazy here, when they've never done it, it's just kind of like, well, what do you have it to compare it to besides your lack of accomplishments, or your accomplishments that only you get to a certain point and you stop? However, I have the courage to keep going, the wisdom, the knowledge, the know-how, the spiritual, moral, and divine compass to keep going here. So who are you to say that this is wrong, something's wrong with me, when you've never taken this path, you've never went this far, you never even thought or dared to go this far here? So who are you to tell me that I am not, that I cannot, right? Yep. And you change quickly. You change quickly. You have to really become brave and show some people all the golden afternoon. And now you're inspiring, creative spark, imagination, and conception, the birthing of something new. You're the first to have a breakthrough, do something new. Yep. And you can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present moment. These people can't go back to yesterday because you've made it there. What's said is done. You've already made it there. Now what? Now what? And these people are up thinking about this shit all night. Okay? I feel like, man, I cannot make it up. We have Neath here. Perseverance, okay? with the stork energy. So stork is talking about bringing forth new life. That's also that conception energy here. Conception can be a new child, a new baby, but the birthing of something new. Okay, a new concept, a new invention, a new way of being, a new method here, something that has not been done. Okay, something that has not been seen or done, right? And you're the first to do it, and you did it with precision in record time here. And these people feel like you're not human as well. They feel like you're not human. Oh, only a person that's not human, or somebody that's like that something's wrong with them, could ever even dare go down that path or make it there, or even do these types of things here. That's somebody is talking like that behind y'all back, because now they have to equate it to that. But again, these people are trying to cover up their errors here. They're trying to cover up the fact that they didn't encourage you to go. They didn't believe in you to go on this path and make it. They didn't believe in you to follow you. Okay? They didn't believe that you would make it to your destination or to wherever, whatever this is. Yep. I'm telling you, Pluto energy, the need for control of, an obsession with, and a power struggle. Because now these people want to take credit for wherever it is that you've made it to. And I feel like that they simply can't. Because there's too many accounts. People have seen them. It's too many accounts in the family and the community, in this job that you work, career path, this invention. It's too much on black and white. It's too much of them not clapping for you, not patting you on the back, not saying you can do it. It's too much evidence of them not being supportive of you on whatever this is. So now they're trying to take control of the situation and cover up those errors and make it look like we've always believed in collective. This is giving me that shit where, where like you want to, like back in the days, people wanted to be a famous rapper, basketball player. And it's like people from the hood, people from the family never believed that they could do it, but they had that one person or they had nobody. And they actually made it pro. They actually became a big famous rapper. They became a famous designer. And the people that never believed in them, then they go and want to do a documentary, a bibliography of your life and stuff. And they go and start interviewing people from your past and stuff like that, right? And all these people, they be having such cute things to say about you. Like, I always believe, collective, that boy had a ball in his hair from the time he could walk. And when the way he bounced that ball and twirled it on his finger and put it between his legs, we always knew that boy was gonna make it to be somebody big and make it out the hood. But these are the same motherfuckers that didn't root for you, that didn't clap for you, that didn't come to your games, that didn't support you. It could be something like that. It doesn't have to be. That's just an example here. Son, but you are the creator of something, the creation of, the gaining of respect for or from, things brought to life or light. Big illuminated creation energy here. You could be the very first of something. Like the very first of something. I don't know what it is here. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, ancestors of my highest good of high vibrational light and dark, please give me the best messages for this particular message for the collective with the most precision as possible. Clear and concise messages only. We have Pisces energy. It says your dreams, your idealization of, be a part of something overwhelming and. And this has caused a death and a rebirth. This has caused people to go through a huge transformation here, to look at themselves in such a way like, why didn't we never believe in collective? What made us be so boxed in, be so closed-minded? Why didn't we support them? Why? Like making them look at themselves in a mirror like, why? Yeah, renewal. Yep. We have Mercury energy, the awareness of, many thoughts about or from, and many words. I'm telling you, it's a lot of talk about this. You are the first to create something. Intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, resulting from the history of Cancer energy here. So we have Cancer and Pisces. There's a miscommunication between different emotions at this time with that Pisces energy being water, Cancer being water here, and the Mercury in between. There's like a misconception or miscommunication between, this is like pointing a finger blaming of you, like two sides of the family, like mom and dad side. Mom's side, like, no, we're the ones that supported collective, and the dad side, like, no, we're the ones, you the ones that didn't say, you the ones that didn't, that said that collective would never be shit, that they can never do this, that they were crazy to to go on that path here. And then the mom side looking at the dad side, like, no, but you never was, and y'all didn't do this. And remember that one time, Divine Masculine, he wanted that new pair of basketball shoes, and you act like you couldn't fork out that $150, $160 to get on that pair of shoes and stuff. That boy cried, and you know, we had to scrape up the money and get it, or he never got them shoes. And they like, well, what about y'all? Why y'all couldn't come up with the money to get the shoes? Why we couldn't go half and half? Well, y'all never work with us. There's a lot of like back and forth going on here, right? A lot of emotional here. But then these are people that don't want to accept accountability, and the fact that they weren't a part of whatever this new creation it is that you created, this new path you found, this new path of enlightenment, this new clearing, this new space, this new, they're not responsible. They cannot say that they had any hand in you getting to where it is that you made it to, and they can't explain. This is the worst part about these people too, with that Mercury being between Cancer and Pisces, heavy emotional energy, right? Heavily like over emotional here. They can't show evidence. They can't show any evidence as to where they had their hands in helping you on any part of this path, on any portion. Besides them coming out the fucking woodworks, coming to light, that sun energy. Once something was created, once something was accomplished, once you made it to a destination, it's like everybody want to come out the woodworks and say all the little things that they did. They remember when they gave you that $1 back in the days to go to the penny candy store type of shit. And that is the reason why you had all the strength and the courage and the faith to, you know, just go out on your own. It's because that $1 they gave you to go to the penny candy store that one time. Man, bro, with the Neath came right back out. Perseverance here. Right back out. With the sun energy. Cannot make it up. You persevered and you created something new. You created a new method, a new path. And there are people from your past, whomever this person or people may be, who are ashamed of themselves. Because now that you've made it here, you're possibly getting a lot of recognition here. A lot of recognition for whatever it is that you've done, that you've accomplished. It's like Guinness World Record type of shit. You've done something that nobody has ever done in a record amount of time. It has not been seen being done or accomplished by a human. That's why they trying to say you're not human as well. I always knew something was wrong with collective. That did seem a little different. This be the talks that go on behind the scenes, because this is all that they have to hang on or grasp on to whatever it is that you have accomplished or obtained or created. This is all that they have. It's gossip now. Little bits and pieces just to help them tweak or finagle their way around, or work their way around, maneuver around the fact that people could be looking back like, okay, well, where was your support team this whole time, Mr. And it's like a motherfucker being interviewed first time you make it pro, you know what I'm saying? First draft pick type of shit. And you know, where's your support system? Who can you say is responsible for helping you get here, Mr. Such and such? And you like, shit, I like to thank God. And the whole family sitting back there watching, they on the couch like, this nigga said God. He ain't mentioned his mama, his daddy, his grandma, nobody. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. It's some shit like that. Whatever it is, bro. Whatever it is. Hola to those in Brazil. That's what's up. This that type of shit though, for real, whatever it is. Because now that you're in the spotlight, now that you're being recognized for whatever this is, and it is a big recognition coming your way if you have not already received it here, and people are going to want to look into your life because now you're in a public eye. Now you're famous. Now people know your name, they know your face. They're gonna want to dig all into your life, and they're gonna see that you didn't have the fucking support team or system that you should have had, but you still made it. And they're gonna question the people that were around you, that you grew up around, that should have supported you. They're gonna question them as to why. Can you tell me, Mr. Mom, Miss Dad, why didn't such and such, Mr. such and such mention you as the reason for their success, making it to their path of success? And Dad was like, as a dad, I was always working, as a man, we always got to bring home a bacon and shit. So I was always working, and I just told them, be strong and be a man. That's for somebody. I don't know who energy I'm picking up on, bro. That's for somebody. Like, they'll say anything in them fucking documentaries and biographies and bibliographies and shit, won't they? Just to make themselves known, recognized. Yeah, I played a role in collectives life. It comes a day in a man's life. Like, bro, that's the second time this sun energy came right back out. Perseverance to create something. This is like a new invention or something, a new way, a new method, something. Yep. And you got big Jupiter energy. We talking about expansion, blessings, luck, abundance here. In Cancer. By using your intuition, that was protecting you here. Mars energy, that was energizing you here. And now these people are being forced to confront themselves, right? About their attitudes from the past and resulting from the history of. Okay. About your blessings, your good fortune, the granting of a big expansion energy. Big, 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 big. Big, 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 big. Somebody also trying to say that they gave you something. This is like, again, like mom and pop saying, yeah, that boy smart just like his daddy and stuff. Like, yeah, I always knew I passed down my good looks. And his mama, he got his good looks and genes from his mama, but he got them smart from his daddy. Who folks am I picking up on, bro? Who folks am I picking up on? Are you from like a real small town or something? The emperor. I'm telling you, death to the emperor. That ain't had shit to do with that. Papa was a rolling stone. Okay, that's enough. But y'all keep trying to close my road, but you became an emperor all on your own without you having a true emperor in your life to show you what an emperor was, to show you how to be an emperor, to show you but you knew what not to do. That makes you different. Okay? I don't know. Maybe it's the contacts, bro. There's somebody with some type of romantic thoughts about you here. Loss of opportunities here. I don't think I'm going to use these, but these been acting funny all fucking day. I should have grabbed my yokai deck. Yeah, again, they're gonna Knight of Cups here. There's somebody with romantic thoughts about you that's sitting up with romantic thoughts about you here. A King of Cups, thinking about how he didn't. There's a King of Cups thinking about the power that he held, how he could have contributed to what it is that you accomplished here, and they didn't for whatever reason here, how they could have helped you accomplish some type of business invention. Again, you could be a builder of a business from the ground up. You could be an entrepreneur here, and there could be like a King of Cups. This could be like a father figure here that had like a lot of connections. They really had the power. They had the pull and shit with that Ace of Wands, and they didn't extend an olive branch to you to get to where it is that you were trying to get, because maybe it wasn't that this person didn't believe in you. Maybe they just didn't want you to be bigger than they were type of shit. And that's always weird. Bigger than they were. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. They didn't want you to have all the possibilities because they got to a certain point and they became complacent with where they had gotten. And that's fine. For those of you that have worked really hard to get to a certain place, but never become so complacent where you feel, where you become so comfortable in thinking that that will always be, that nothing will ever change here, but because the only thing constant is change. So that's why we get to a certain point. God allows us to be in this level of, in this state of comfortability with what we've accomplished. Look at our achievements, actually bask in the ambience of our achievements and our hard work. But we're never supposed to get so fucking comfortable or complacent in that particular state where we fall apart if things change drastically. Again, the only thing constant is change. Physics, God, universal law, it tells us this. All things tells us this, right? You could be a Queen of Pentacles that had the audacity out here with that Fool card, but had the ability to take a path unknown here to become a Queen of Pentacles. And then there's the Ace of Wands here. People be wow with the healer. This could be like a healing business here, a healing invention here. Yep. Like a healing invention that will help people clear up like brain fog, mind fog, like amnesia here. It, like you could come up with like a cure or an invention that help people with this. Yep. It's not amnesia, but isn't it Alzheimer's that leads to transitioning here? There's so much of a deterioration. I'm not sure. I'm asking more. It's so much of a deterioration of the mind, the nerve cells and stuff like that in the brain and stuff. Eventually it leads to this transitioning here. But there's something is justified here. You come up with some type of equation, invention or something that is going to help stabilize people and help healing of the mind. This could be like a dementia, amnesia, any type of mental disorders or disabilities or brain fog or, memory lapse, blackouts and stuff like that here. And I'm telling you, you finna be fucking recognized. If you're not already, you're about to be recognized heavily for this. Heavily. And people are going to love you. I'm telling you, for whatever this is, like this is groundbreaking, whatever this is. With the sun. I'm telling you. This is like a level of illumination. This is some type of invention that... Okay, we didn't want to get, and you single-handedly created this shit, and it is known. It is known, it will be known, and you will be recognized for such. And there's a King of Swords here. This could be like a patent officer. You might create something like a prototype to something along with the equation, a formula here, even the schematics and everything, and you're going to get that patented. If you do not know anything about that, get your fucking inventions and creations and ideas and new methods patented. Okay? Or patent. Okay. Take it as it resonates here. The Tower. Something here is groundbreaking. I mean like ground shattering here. Yeah. And people saying that, people going to be saying all kinds of stuff here. People going to be calling you like a magician. They're going to be calling you even like Merlin energy here. Like whatever this creation is, like you're going to be known as like a grand wizard, like a high ranking spiritual official. Like you're going to be seen as like, okay, that was different. Something about a percentage of your proceeds going to prison systems. I don't know. Look, I just heard that. But you're going to be seen as like true alchemist, like a new day and age alchemist using technology here. Okay? With some type of groundbreaking invention. And it's going to help people with diseases here. This could even help people with sickle cell here with the Nine of Pentacles. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, give me more on this energy. Even something to help people with eyesight is going to help people create an alternative eyesight pattern or something. What this? That's too many. Yep. And somebody is trying to claim credit for your work. I can't make this shit up. Somebody is trying to claim credit for your work. Somebody real greedy. They are trying to claim credit for your work. There's somebody gonna pop out of the woodworks here. Can't make it up. Nah, somebody gonna pop. You ain't seen this person in a long time. They've been absent. Whomever, lover, father, friend, wife, husband, whomever, family member. They're gonna pop out of the woodworks and claim credit for your fucking success, for your work. Be careful of schemes and stuff. Be careful. Also, this is why I told you to get the patent before you even release this to the public or any type of publicist or public relations officer or any type of manager that you hire. Before you give any motherfuckers access to this, you patent this. And I mean, you cross your T's and you guys, because even if you give somebody, a manager or whomever, like access to your invention, that people are fucking greedy and they are diabolical and they are toxic and they are poisonous, and they could work with your family members to copy the schematics, the equations, the formulas, the workings of this, even the look, the design, and they can sell it to people here for tons of money. And then this person pops up out of the woodworks from out of the blue with that 3 of wands here and claim that they created it first. And then you're in this big fucking, there's this big fucking social scandal and stuff. And then you have to end up settling out of court, because this is how this type of stuff goes. Okay. We got the Emperor energy that fell out. Okay. This a dad. This a dad. I'm telling you, like you're going to be seen as a high-ranking official. You're going to be seen as a leader of some type. You're going to be seen as a god of some type. You hear me? Okay? But this is a father. With the six of cups, somebody is going to come out of the woodworks and claim that they gave you something, some type of knowledge, some type of something. Okay? That set the course for you in the past. I can't make it up. That led you to this Wheel of Fortune. I can't make it up. I cannot. I can't make it up. That led you to this Wheel of Fortune that you single-handedly created yourself. But somebody, this could be like a scandal about to happen. 9 of Pentacles, yeah. This gonna be somebody, I'm telling you. Somebody gonna be all over the public, speaking on platforms and stuff, telling people that they are the ones that gave you this idea. I don't know who this is, child. I paid for their tuition. Instead of them going to a public school, they went to a charter school. I don't think you have to pay for charter school, but this is going to be somebody to come out with some stupid shit like that. And because we know that not everybody in the collective, but a good part of the people in the collective public, they so fucking stupid, they going to eat it up like, yeah, I can see he paid for that boy charter school. He paid for that girl charter school. He paid for them to go to good daycares outside of the hood and stuff. They didn't have to take public transportation. They didn't have to pay daily bus fare. He bought them a bus pass type of shit. Now, I don't know who family this is, but they are ridiculous. They are ridiculous with this Page of Pentacles. They are ridiculous if they think that they can come and present some evidence, some type of information, like they are the ones that gave you whatever this is. Like they produced it. Like they are the originator of some shit. But this is a scandal. I'm telling you. Okay. Because they know they lost out big time. And again, this some shit where if it comes out, you going to make sure you protect yourself. I believe that you're so smart. You're so intelligent. You didn't make it this far. Divinely guided. Because divine guidance is at play here for you. Here it is. You didn't make it this far to not put all your fucking ducks in a row, to be prepared, knowing that people love scandals. Look, I ain't even look at the bottom card. People love scandals. Yeah. People love scandals. Okay? People love scandals. And because they always know that anything like that, it can either make or break your business. And so most inventors, most businesses, especially you blow up big, you make it big, you make it into the pros, they know that you're just going to settle out of court, that you're publicists and your managers and everybody a part of this business, even people that have like stocks and shares and investors, they're gonna want to settle out of court because they don't want this thing to go any longer, any further, and ruin the reputation or degrade whatever it is that this is. True. Yep. Settling out of court. I'm telling you. And that's still going to take a big hit. But again, you're divinely guided. You're divinely guided to protect yourself, to cross your T's and dot your I's, to put all your ducks in a row. I'm talking about patents. I'm talking about attorneys. I'm talking about an attorney for your attorney for your attorney. I'm talking about a financial attorney here. Not just a financial attorney, an attorney for your financial attorney, and an attorney for your financial attorney. Type of shit like that. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna be looking over everybody fucking shoulder. Type of shit. And they all gonna report to you. Don't ever get complacent and comfortable with everybody taking care of your fucking books and your finances too. This is something I need to tell somebody out there. Okay? Because the divine gave you whatever it is that this is. The divine gave this to you. And nobody should accept credit for their work except for the Most High God source or whatever your higher power may be. Not these people that's going to come out the woodworks like roaches when you leave a piece of food on the damn floor. Y'all may definitely be from like the projects, the hood. I ain't trying to be like somewhere in a small town. Like, man, like that boy ain't gonna make it out the hood. That boy's shoes were falling apart. That girl's shoes were falling apart in school. They ain't gonna make it nowhere. They ain't nobody. Nobody gonna recognize them as being valuable here. And then you actually make it. They like, that boy alien. That girl a whole alien. I knew there was always something wrong with that child. We used to look at that child and whisper like, you see him? There's something wrong with that. Who folks am I picking up on? I don't know who your folks are. Moon energy. You hear me? These people, these the type of people where if you're not gonna let them join hands with you and partake in whatever this is and split the money with them and look out for them, they will become your fucking hidden enemies. To get a piece of the pie, however they need to. Very greedy energy. Very greedy. Well, I find that to be quite disrespectful. Look at this. If this don't say liar, I don't know what does. Knight of Sword, I'm telling you. I don't know what that was. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. All these cards are fucked up like Temperance in the reverse. You hear me? That boy ain't one divinely got it. That boy ain't victorious on their own. You may be, man, look. Okay. I don't even know what happened there. Yeah. Again, they trying to come forward with a scandal. I can't make it up. Hangman in the reverse. We put them all back. 5 of Swords in the, they can't defeat you. They can't weaken you. They can't defeat you. They can't break your heart. They can't do whatever it is that they trying to do. 8 of Wands. Told you a lot of gossip. They ain't going nowhere fast. Or they don't want you to go anywhere fast. That's crazy work. Yeah. That's crazy work right here. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Justice in the reverse. What's that? 10 of Swords in the reverse. Something real unjustified that they trying to do to you. And this is heavy betrayal and backstabbing. Heavy betrayal and backstabbing. These people can be working behind the scenes or be like orchestrating shit to get you locked up or some shit for theft or some weird shit, bro. Yeah, spirits say have your guard up. You don't see this coming, but this is what these people plan on. This is what they plan on doing. Okay. I don't know what that was about. A whole goddamn card. Like I ain't got no butter on my fingers or nothing. Somebody real slick at the mouth. Somebody real butterfinger. Somebody is a thief in your family. Somebody real close to you, a whole thief in your family. And you know this person is being a thief, but you don't know the level or the extent of what this person is willing to go to. I don't know who this is to you, but you know who this is. This is somebody that got real sticky fingers here. They can't hold water. They tell everybody business here. This out definitely could be like a father figure here. But there's somebody that's gonna hire like a real high paid professional lawyer here. This could be like there's something here with like child court or some shit like this, custody. I don't know what this is, child. It's just wild to me. But again, that fell right back out. That Ace of Wands with the Eight of Swords. Somebody trying to deadbolt lock you in some shit. Man, I cannot make this up, bro. Something about deadlock here. Somebody gonna try to bring something up from your past that's like they trying to get you locked up or something. But in certain instances, there are statute of limitations, but whatever this could be like a death or unaliving. This some shit from your past here that somebody finna try and bring up or this try to frame you for. This like a whole scandal right here. Man, this like a whole scandal right here. All because you moving on to calmer waters here. And they don't want to see it. They do not want to see you moving on to calmer, peaceful waters without them. Knowing they didn't have a hand in this. So somebody's going to try to bring something up from your past. And I hear deadlock, like the jury is deadlocked on something. I don't know what this is. I don't know who energy I'm reading on. But you got some like gutter ass people, community, family members around you here. King of Cups again. That feels defeated or has to surrender something. Somebody check your notes here. Check your any type of copies you made of anything, any type of this would be copies of paperwork or documents or something that you laminated here. You need to check for missing stuff, missing anything up in here. I'm missing something. Something's missing here. Yeah, look. And it's somebody close to you, somebody in home here, somebody close to you in a business here. You need to watch the people around you. Again, give me that Five of Cups with this King of Wands here. I'm telling you. Somebody trying to claim credit for your success, bro. Judgment in a justice system. King of Wands with the Five of Cups. Somebody is. I don't know. You listen here. If you invented something, and then all of a sudden some shit came back up from you when you was blamed for and unaliving in the past, this shit was orchestrated to steal your invention, your creation, whomever you are. Okay, whomever you are. Whomever you are, the judgment and the justice. Give me more on this Five of Cups. Man, Five of Cups. Listen. This is like a lost battle here. I don't know what this is. The Ten of Wands. I don't know what this is here. This could even be like framing, planted evidence here for an unaliving from the past here. And this is like past here that they trying to like link you to. Oh, okay. That they're trying to link you to. Or something that you could have done in childhood here. And you could have thought you walked away from this, or you thought you got away with it, or somebody thought that they got away with this, or this is like a cold case also as well. This is like a cold case, but this some shit where somebody plant your this. Look at history, collective. This is what has happened to a lot of famous inventors. If y'all don't know, they create something. They blow up big, or they're about to blow up big. This is astounding. It's extraordinary. It's astonishing. It's groundbreaking. And then all of a sudden, they get hit with some criminal charges and they get framed for something that puts them in prison for a long time, if not the rest of their life. And somebody goes on to steal their invention here. So somebody goes on to steal. And it's going to be like all kind of false testimony statements and shit like this. People that was with you, all kinds of crazy shit. Like, what's going on here? Look, the tower, like they trying to throw the book at you type of shit. I need me more on this Five of Cups with this world. What's the outcome of this? Give me more on this King of Wands. This is, you got a father that's like a mason or something. A father that's like a fucking grand wizard, or a father that knows people in the justice system here. Like, he got a lot of connections here. There's a Queen of Cups here. King of Wands to the Queen of Cups here. Whomever you are, you may be being guided towards a particular feminine energy here, for some type of balance or protection in your energy here, to protect you from futures here. With that Five of Cups to the world, protect you with that Nine of Wands. It's like protecting you from future occurrences like this, because this is something, if this hasn't happened, this is something that is being planned as we speak. Because the whole idea is to steal your invention here. That's the whole idea, to steal your invention and railroad you, bro, so they can take over freely. And you're being guided towards a Queen of Cups here. Give me more on this Queen of Cups with the world energy. That's going to help you secure something. I don't know if this is like a lawyer, attorney. I don't know. This could be your divine counterpart that has like spiritual protection and insight. Okay. Very skilled here. This could be a lawyer. Like somebody that's badass, like the baddest motherfucker that you could ever hire in life. Like you may be being guided to go ahead and get this shit in order, especially if you had like a big payout for whatever this is already. Like, fuck it. Look, people need to get over it. When somebody become wealthy, they actually break through. Stop fucking putting y'all hands out and asking for new cars and Lamborghinis and Maseratis and fucking houses and shit. Let them people secure y'all fucking wealth, the future and shit, the generational wealth with lawyers and attorneys and trust fucking attorneys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Estate lawyers and stuff. Let people secure their fucking future first before y'all be like, I've always been there for you. I need a new house, and I need a new wig transplant type of shit. And I need, you know, those red bottoms I always wanted to wear, even though I'm like 450 pounds. I need them red bottom shoes that I'm trying to put on right now because I'm trying to be stepping and styling on them bitches in church type of shit. Like, whole family is this? Baby, you talking about ghetto. And these people are practitioners. These people are dark practitioners behind the scenes, whether you know it or not. Okay? But there's definitely a father figure here, an older male figure here who this man has been initiated into something, and they have been in it for a long time. When I say they got connections in the Justice Department and everything, legal department, you got a badass motherfucker, the defense attorney over here. Or this could be somebody that they serve as like a criminal attorney, a family court attorney, a state attorney. This could be somebody that's multi-talented in this shit with this Eight of Pentacles here, this Queen of Cups in the world. This could be somebody that's world-renowned. Now, she know all forms of law here, like badass here. You need to seek this particular woman out, okay? And you need to go ahead and already have her on the payroll, and you need to let her know what kind of family you come from and to be prepared for some possible bullshit. This is what Spirit is guiding you to do. Because somebody with that bullshit. Give me this Emperor and the Hierophant. Is this your daddy? Is somebody? Is this your daddy? Because I'm not going to speak out what I see. I'm just let y'all make your own assumption about this. This your dad. I said clarify the Emperor and the Hierophant. I don't know how else to say this, but somebody daddy a lover of little boys. I ain't saying it. Somebody daddy a lover of little boys. Somebody got a weird little older person up in there, like somebody like to release that energy back to its respective places with love and light, please and thank you, and close my energy out to that particular energy. I don't even want to know no more. Somebody became initiated. Somebody became initiated. I can't say it. Somebody daddy can't get out big words. They try to say big words, but they can't fully pronounce them, you gonna know this your daddy. Or this the father figure, this a grandfather or something. Somebody is somebody got a weird person, older masculine in your energy from your family background here. This person weird here. This person got a lot of connections. This person was initiated. You hear what I'm saying? This person was initiated by being a lover of little boys. Okay? I said what I said. Okay? And they know in the future they're gonna be left out of the fortune. They know in the future they're gonna be left out of the will, the trust, the months. Okay? They know this. They know your shit's coming in, and they know they can't partake in it. So my daddy, I love a little boys. It's right there again. I cannot. I cannot. It's right there again, bro. I cannot. It's right there again. The end. Can we get to the end of this? We're at 1:15. We get to the end of this, please, and thank you, Holly. Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Hermit. Your daddy and whoever this Emperor energy is, he the biggest orchestrator of this. See, because he being investigated for some shit with some cats. And you making it, he just knew you was gonna give him a cut of the pie. When you said you not whomever you are, this person is that they gunning to take you down because they need this money to pay off officials to keep them from being found guilty of some shit to do with the boys. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. And it's your family. I cannot. This is your family. This person probably was trying to groom you when you was younger to be a player here. But ultimately, you supposed to take over the family business and be like some type of... Your daddy wrapped up in a big-ass scandal himself. Some shit that's finna come out about, like, trafficking. Yeah, trafficking. I cannot, bro. And he trying... So with that death in the world, this is something from the past here with that Six of Cups. This something from the past that he gonna try to say, like, point the finger. He's gonna try and frame you for it. Like, or put your name in the mix of this. That would ruin your Six of Wands before it even began. You need to know this. Just you being named as a key suspect in this would ruin this. Your futures for this. This person could be trying to blackmail you. They could be coming forward trying to blackmail you and saying that they're going to help. This has something to do with trafficking. Sorry, daddy, weird. What's that chariot? Give me a few more. 8 of Cups. 4. Damn. Now, the Empress. Nah, okay. This, wow. We gonna end this right here. Somebody is finna come forward and they gonna try to blackmail you with this before they try to ruin your name here. Even the mention of you being a part of this or having knowledge or recollection of this shit is going to ruin you. I mean, ruin you. And they're going to come forward with some type of deal or blackmail to not mention your name. One of the stipulations is a big payout here. Like 8 of your 10 pentacles type of shit. This is what they're going to want. And not only that, they want you to walk away from divine feminine that you are heavily invested in, of equal give and take. Somebody that is probably just as smart, that follows the divine path, that is equally spiritually and physically strong here, possibly intelligent as well here, that you want to invest in. You want to invest 7 pentacles into this connection, 6 or 7 pentacles, or you want to invest 7 pentacles into this connection with a divine feminine, and you know you're going to get 6 back at least here. This person wants 8 of your 10 pentacles. The stipulations, the biggest one is 8 of your 10 pentacles, and for you to walk away from a divine feminine here. Because I'm telling you, they tried to cause illusions about this person possibly being like a lady of the night, or because of how she looked and because she a high priestess here. But this woman is stepping into the spotlight as well. They want you to walk away from her. Because, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Like, whomever you are. I'm telling you, I don't even know. This is blackmail energy right here. This blackmail energy. 7 of Swords. Yeah. Because they don't want you to choose the path of healing with this person here. I'm telling you, they doing mental magic on you. You possibly already got approached by this. You're in your head about this because you know these people are greedy. They are toxic. They are devilish. They are demonic. They will stop at nothing to destroy you, to get you off this path or keep you off this path. Money-wise, generational wealth, and especially when it comes to a divine feminine. Let's say that this invention or this path is like you the first person in your family that ever... Sorry, y'all. My nose is like... It's just nose ring, but y'all see me keep doing it. But like, let's say you the first masculine in your family too. You like play your turn, hang up your jersey to go on your divine path, and you about to reunite or unite with your divine feminine. And this is going to bring forth an invention that y'all make together, generational wealth here. And the stipulation, like somebody, you already possibly got money that you can invest in to this connection, it going further, and whatever it is that y'all want to create together here. It's like, somebody is trying to blackmail you already here. Somebody been trying to blackmail you here with some shit from the past, or naming you as a key or prime suspect and some shit to do with trafficking and lover of little boy kids here. I said what I said, trigger warning here. And it's like, oh, we're going to tell the whole world, or we're going to put out there divine feminine not going to want you, or you walk away from divine feminine, this healing path, y'all 10 of Pentacles here, y'all future together, walk away from investing in this person, walk away from 6 of Pentacles with this person, and we'll make this all go away. Your daddy got pulled, your granddaddy got pulled, somebody older in your family here got pulled. Yeah. Somebody trying to keep you from your divinity. Somebody's trying to fight you from getting on your path here. Oh, okay, but never mind. You got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. I got you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You definitely got it. Because you may know that your divine feminine like this, or your spirit team, or you got a person on your side or her side or both of y'all side that's batting for this connection, that will lay a motherfucker to rest, tower. Do you hear me? That'll lay a motherfucker to rest to make sure that this connection comes together and this generational wealth happens. Like you got somebody on your side, stealthy on your side, and they been looking into some shit. And what they found about your motherfucking family, they got everything that they need. Okay? Okay? About these motherfuckers trying to blackmail you, I'm telling you, with the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles, with the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords here, and the Knight of Pentacles, okay, never mind. They finna get caught in the act. There you go. They finna get caught in the act. As soon as they make a wrong move, or as soon as they make a move to think that they finna do whatever it is that they're going to do, baby, it's some people on your team and they ain't even gonna see it coming. They're not even gonna see it coming. You hear me? They're not even gonna see it coming. They ain't gonna know what hit them. They're gonna be very much so blindsided. They're gonna be very much so blindsided. They looking afar. They looking into the future here. Yeah, never mind. That's too much. Because somebody had already told you. Somebody had already told you this. I don't know if somebody has a seer here that can see into the future, a prophetess, somebody you went to go see possibly. They had already told you this about this 2 of Cups connection that you was going into here. That these people was going to be heartbroken. They was going to try to betray you and take what is rightfully yours by fighting you and being your hidden enemies here. Right? And they wanted you to surrender to your transformation. They wanted you to be defeated when it came to your death and rebirth, your transformation, when it came to your stability, your state of mind, your peace, your everything, when it comes to your Queen of Pentacles here. right? And these people heavily they thought they was gonna have you heavily fucking burned by holding you back from this lover situation, baby. And I'm talking about love. I'm talking about divine love here, even love like a prophetic child, a very spiritually gifted child here, a child from the heavens, a spirit baby here that's supposed to be born here. You went to a prophetess. Somebody told you all of this, so you already put shit in order. So why am I giving out the message? Well, obviously, if this message resonates with you, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But obviously, I'm giving out this message because maybe you didn't get told some of the things that I told you here. Maybe there was this was some type of validation or confirmation to some type of reading, a prophetess that you are a prophet, psychic reading that you already got here. Maybe this is just confirmation of that. Maybe I pointed out a couple of things that person did not. Or maybe, again, confirmation. So, take it as it resonates. Collective, I'm going to go ahead and end that here. I think I need to take out this nose ring. This is not going to work while I'm sick. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. And I'm going to reach our energies back to y'all with love and light. And all the energies back to their respective places with love and light. As I call my energy, my vitality, my power, my magic, my energies, essence back to me from this particular read, and all energies of such, and closing all doors and portals to and from my energy, including siphoning agents, portals, and all their various tools and wicked devices, both known and unknown. Ashe, so mote it be, and so it is. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, collective.